Yeah. Everybody, we are live. We are live. We are live. And I hope y'all enjoyed what you been asking for. Y'all been saying y'all wanted Georgia. Y'all love Georgia and all this stuff. We ain't worried about Georgia and all this stuff. But Lord have mercy, you got what you asked for. We kept trying to tell y'all, kept trying to tell y'all, kept trying to tell y'all, kept trying to tell y'all. But nobody likes to listen for those who don't like to listen. And let me bring my OG up here because he will be introduced properly.
Coach Al.
But before we get into it, y'all already know, hit that like and subscribe button. Please hit that like and subscribe button, please. Because we about to I think we're gonna fill out a lot of hurt feelings reports today, man, because a lot of people just needed that humble pie, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. They needed that humble pie from the Georgia Bulldogs. So congratulations to the 2025 SEC champions, Georgia Bulldogs. And of course, I'm gonna introduce my guys, and we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right on in it. Y'all already know. Y'all show your love to Alabama A&M own former running back and graduate, most underrated person on these YouTube streets. Y'all know where y'all can catch them at. Just My Humble Opinion Sports Talk on YouTube. Make sure y'all show your love and give a big round of applause to our brother, Coach Shawn.
What's up, my brother? Much love to everybody. Shout out to my brother Bishop out there. Shout out to KT, everybody in the chat, man. My brother Coach Al, my brother Brinsky. I'm not in my friendly confines of my home right now, but I wanted to come on, brought my little equipment so we can try to hop on and just tell the truth about what we saw tonight.
Oh yeah, and of course, man, you know I got my OG up here. You know I got my OG up here, man. You know how I feel about him. You know how we feel about him, man. Good man. Jackson State own and Kappa man, Alabama own. The man got Alabama blood running through him, literally.
Right. Literally.
T-Town's home, man. Y'all show your love for our good friend and brother, Coach Al. What's going on, man?
Good evening. Hey, what's up, fellas? Hey, always a pleasure being here with my broskies, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
And you know, one thing about it, we ain't fanned out over here. We've been saying it all year, and we just call it like we see it, you know. And
what do we know?
Don't know. No.
I mean, hey, listen, I listen, man. I'm hanging out with y'all. Okay, we got whacked. Okay, that's the bottom line. And you know, we've been giving that to a lot of people. You know, we got it tonight, so take it like a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and,
yeah man. Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
No, but we're gonna talk about it. You know, I got something to say.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to say congratulations to them Georgia Bulldogs again, man. They deserve it.
Absolutely.
Like I said, man, it may sound crazy. Some people look at Georgia as a rivalry. And like I said, I'm not saying it in a disrespectful way. I look at LSU as a rivalry, and they're better than LSU. I look at Auburn as a rivalry. They're better than them. And Tennessee as a rival. They're better than them. I'm not saying it in a disrespectful way. I'm saying that I never grew up hating Georgia. I just never had them on my radar. Now, if we lost like this to LSU or Auburn or one of them folks, I'll maybe feel some type of way. But a lot of people needed this humble pie. I really believe this because it's been many, many times I have heard throughout the year, Georgia ain't this, Georgia ain't that, man. Kirby just falling off. Oh, this winter train gonna fall off. Last time I checked, that man is consistently winning over there and is consistently going into the playoffs. Every single year. He may take a year off for 2 years. Hey, man, it's gonna get harder and harder each year to make it into these playoffs. So, man, I'm gonna let the guys just get right on into it, man. And before we do that, y'all already know, man, the king of all rants. I'll probably let him start it all off to really set the tone off. But y'all show your love for our good friend and brother, Jance. What's going on, bro?
What up, Jay?
What's going on, y'all, man? Listen, man. I did a little rant, and the only reason why I did a little rant was because my camera literally acted up. I was watching this game, guys. I was calm the entire time. I just was not upset, not yelling. I don't have the energy for me to do it. There's no point. What's the point of me yelling? What's the point of me calling for firings? Well, we know it's not going to happen because Kalen DeBoer hired. Who's he going to fire? The only people he's going to fire are the people that were part of Nick Saban's staff. Is he going to fire Nick Sheridan, who he made as a co-offensive coordinator when he had no business being here? No. Is he going to give any criticism to Ryan Grubb, who was his best friend, who's been here for 15 plus years? No. Is he going to fire any of the linebackers coach that he personally hired because they play under him back at the FCS school? No. So what's the point? There's no point of me going on rants. I don't see the point. This offense was absolutely anemic today. Not shocking. They've been anemic for the last month. You keep rotating your offensive line. The chickens finally came home to roost.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you keep rotating your offensive line. You won't play Jalen Roberts. I don't know. I don't know. For an offensive line that was supposedly the strongest from an advanced metric standpoint, the strongest offensive line in the history of this program, we certainly don't look like it when we can never establish a ground game. Why? Because could it be that technique can sometimes triumph over strength? You know, when you keep putting these guys in the wrong situations, you keep messing up the continuity because when you rotate, could that be? So nothing surprised me at all. Ryan Williams with another drop, not shocking, but I'm not going to put it all on him because in the first half, he was trying to build up his team out.
Facts.
So I see that social media is going to be killing Ryan Williams. And listen, I get it. I understand it, right? I don't even want to hear the fact that he's 18 years of age when there's a 17-year-old in Miami who's one of the best receivers in the country. So I don't want to hear anything about age. He's a second-year player. He's got to do better. He knows it. And hopefully in the offseason he can get it right. But I'm not going to kill Ryan Williams today because he was the least of our troubles. This offense and special teams for the last month and a half has been absolutely terrible. And you have laid the responsibility on this defense to carry you into the playoffs. And we are a worse version of Oklahoma because this is Oklahoma. We're just the worst version of it because like them, we turn over the football a lot. We make tons of crucial mistakes. Our defense is way more banged up. They're just banged up today. Again, two players went down. Xavier Brown and Jefferson went down today. Like I just don't like it. Nothing surprised me about this game. Nothing. They just congested the intermediate part of the field. They sat on the routes. They didn't fear your deep passing game at all. And they just sat up there and said, you know what? We're going to let everything flow in front of us. We're going to let everything flow in front of us, and we're just going to go out there and make tackles. Because we don't fear your passing game. We don't fear your quarterback to make the throws. And Ty Simpson, I hate to say it, guys, he's regressed. He has regressed as a quarterback. He can't even hit check-down throws anymore. He's not even confident in his ability to hit the check-down throws. So you have a bad offensive line. You have a running game. You have a running back now that we have really a running back room that cannot do pass pro for the life of them. When you have an offensive line that messes that you keep rotating, so when you mess up the continuity, you're messing up the blocking scheme. Because now all of a sudden when it's overload, when they're overloading one side of the field and there's two or three defenders, there's no one knows how to pick up anything. Your running back surely can't do it. So nothing surprised me about this game at all. They lost to the better team. When they went up against a superior team and coaching staff that already has a feel for you, because they shut you down in the second half, you only scored 3 points. So when you're playing against that team again that has a feel for you, there's nothing else you can do. Because we haven't improved as an offense, we have regressed as an offense. And that's crazy that we scored 10 points in 6 quarters against Georgia. 10 points. So it is what it is, guys. We can get the national championship. We can get that out of our heads. Any hope of that's gone. Even if we do make it, we can get that out of our heads because we will not beat Oklahoma. We're not doing it. We're not going to beat a team that are like they have a feel for us. What can we do? What can we change up in less than a week for our offensive scheme to all of a sudden score more than 20 points? I have no faith in this quarterback. I have no faith in the offensive line. I have no faith in our ability to run the football and even make a threat. That's the reason why Georgia sat with these corners. That's why they sat with the linebackers. Because when you just dominate the line of scrimmage, you can play everybody back. What's the point? So it is what it is, guys. We just have to go. We just have to hope going into the offseason that we can get this thing straightened out, and that Kalen DeBoer and the best friends group. By the way, ladies, get yourself a Kalen DeBoer. You want to find loyalty? Get yourself a Kalen DeBoer. Get yourself a man that's loyal just like him, because he won't fire this coaching staff. He will not fire Nick Sheridan, who should have been demoted. But somehow, some way, made him into a co-offensive coordinator that when he brought him in originally, he made him a tight ends coach. He won't give the criticism to Ryan Grubb, who has absolutely been anemic all season long. He won't do that. So it is what it is, guys. We just have to hope going into the offseason that we can figure out a way to get this thing straightened out. Because if we can't get this thing straightened out in year 3, then I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what else we can do. This is supposed to be an offensive guru. And this is the second year in a row where your defense has been massively better than your offense. And I'm not the biggest fan of Kane Womack, but I got to give credit where credit is due. That defense fought with all their hearts out, but it's not their fault that your offense and your special teams continues to screw you over.
Yep. You ain't told no lie, brother. I can't say you said any lies, man. And I just remember one thing before I kick it to Coach Shawn. One thing I remember, and it's so crazy, that was like what killed what shift the momentum of the game is when Kirby and them was on College Game Day, and Nick Saban was just like, if the BS or whatever, what's going to be the determining factors in this game? And just asked the coaches straight up. And he said one of the first things that he said was special teams. Because every time we played in the SEC championship game, we always had something big happen in special teams. What happened in special teams? Got the ball blocked and set them up in field position to score their first touchdown. Coach Shawn, the floor is yours, my brother.
Well, I mean, bro, I keep it. I try my best to keep it quick, so I can hear my brother Coach Al. When we say stuff on this show, bro, I know it's a lot of fans in here, man. I get it, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, to be completely honest with you, if I'm being honest, a lot of the stuff we say on this show. What's up, Bal? They got my homie Bal. What's up, Bal? Latoya. What's going on with y'all, man?
Oh yeah. Sorry about that, man.
Oh, you good?
Just want to tell the people what's up, man, because I did not say nothing. Alice Wilder, what's going on with y'all, man? Jacory, what's going on with you? Toya, what's going on with you? Sorry, y'all.
DSGB.
Bell, what's going on, man? What's going on? Kim, what's going on?
Kimberly.
Stacey, go Dogs.
Stacey, go Dogs.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Stacey. Straight up.
No doubt.
Erica, what's going on with you? Alex, what's going on with you? Thomas, what's going on with you? Young Trail, what's going on, man? Just want to say what's up to y'all, man. I'm sorry. Now, then, Kyle, what's going on with you, brother? What's going on? Miss Susan, what's going on? Big Bama, what's going on with you, boy? What's going on? Hey, man. I know you feel some type of way about. I tried to tell you about Georgia, my boy.
Shout out to Patriot Life.
You said, Patriot Life. What's going on? Where it? Paul T, what's going on with you, my folks, boy? Yeah, Bama, my boy, man.
Paul T be right, man. That's what. See, I like people like Paul T because he don't feel no kind of way when we tell the truth. You can tell he played ball. You can definitely tell. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So, no, you good. You good. Shout out to everybody.
You always a real one. You always a real one, dog.
Facts, bro. Shout out to Cody, my brother Cody in the house, man. Cody Robbins right there. What's up, Cody? One of my boy Alex in here. There go my boy Alex Bahina. See my boy Alex right there. That's my partner right there. That's my brother.
Right here?
My dog. Yeah, that's my dog, bro. He a USC guy. That's my brother. Know that ball too. That's my brother. Him and Cody. They both in here, man. And my brothers.
Well, go ahead. My fault for cutting you off.
Oh, you good, man. Shout out to Alex and Cody, man. Love y'all boys, man. But here's the deal, man. When we say stuff on this show, man, a lot of times we don't. It ain't that I'm not keeping it real. I just know how fans are, right? If you say something bad, sometimes fans get so in their feelings, then they don't like you no more. And not that I give a damn about nothing like that. I'm just saying sometimes I don't go so hard about stuff that me and Coach Al and Brinsky and Jance, all of us in the chat, and John and Coach Karl, we all talk all the time. So we don't, sometimes we may not say the real on the show just to keep, just to keep everybody. Because some fans, man, if you say something, they calling your names and these weird. We try not to do that. We try to just keep it. Yeah. My glasses are crimson made. They made it by my fart, crimson gases, and all them lies. So we try to just be. Just don't. But when we get behind the scene, we keep it real with each other, right? When you can't listen to the truth without getting mad, that's when you really need to check yourself. You too much of a fan, bro. That like you're a goofy at that point in time. Respectfully, right? Because I understand, right? I'm like that about the university that I attended. I tell you all the time, yes, I'm an Alabama fan, but there is one university I love more than the University of Alabama. That's the university that I attended, right? I'm not a Bama graduate. I didn't go to Alabama. I went to Alabama A&M University. So that love differential allows me to have the power to tell you the truth as I see it. You can call me fair weather or all this goofy shit that you internet people be doing. That's cool with me. I know how internet people work. I don't have no problem with that. Y'all get on the internet and y'all internet each other. Y'all internet type. I get it, bro. I get it. I understand. Type. I'm just not learning that when I post some on Twitter, that the people that subscribe to me can see what I post. I'm just learning that. You know what I'm saying? I am green as all get out to this social media. So when I tell you something, but I'm gonna keep it real with you really quickly. And shout, go ahead and get to Alex. Go ahead and get that super chat beat.
Oh, my fault. Shout out to Alex, man. For the $9.99. He said if they put in a 3-loss Bama, what do they do with Texas? Or the 3 wins and losses that different for both teams? The only thing, man, I said day one. Yeah, I do not feel confident about putting in 3-loss anything. I felt like we had to win. Some people felt super confident. It don't matter if the game close or whatnot. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I want to believe them. I truly want to believe them. But I see the committee and I see how they've been moving. I don't like it. And so I was like, bro, we have to win this game. If we don't win it, don't hold your breath if we're not in there. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Whether if we won, we lost by 1 or if we lost by 30, of course we ain't gonna be in there. But
facts.
Ain't no telling.
And Alex, that's a good question, bro. It just yet to remain to be seen. We could all say we played all these ranked teams. Y'all got a bad loss against Florida. Well, we got a bad loss against Florida State. So, you're right, Alex, man. You can't never leave it to the refs, bro. You leave it to the refs and the committee. Don't cry when you get juiced over, right? Thank you, Alex, bro. We appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for that. But really quickly, man. But I'm gonna tell you the truth about something, bro. It's just in my humble opinion. It don't make it right. Shout out to Travis Peniel. This offense, as y'all seen it, is worse than the one we had last year. Believe it or not. Now, I watched everybody get on Jalen Milroe and talk crazy about Jalen Milroe. Well, I'm here to let you know that this offense is worse than last year. Go do the research yourself. Go tally it up until this game and see which one averaged more points. This offense is worse. I'm gonna tell you this. Let me say this. If I had a child who was 17 years old and he had scholarships to Division I universities and he was a running back, I wouldn't let him go to Alabama. He would not be. I send him to Georgia or Ohio State before I send him to Alabama. I definitely would. If I am a 17-year-old running back, there's no way I'll let my child go to Alabama. Why? Because I've seen your offense for 2 years straight. When's the last first round back y'all had? Najee. I've seen B-Rob. I've seen Jace McQuillan. I've seen Roy Dale. I've seen the kids from this year. I wouldn't let my child go to Alabama as a running back right now if he had scholarships to Georgia or Ohio State first. Straight up. Don't give a damn who get mad about it. Go argue with your mama. I'm telling you straight up truth. Why? Because I believe in my heart, these West Coast coaches, these dudes, respectfully, don't understand how to win a football game without passing the ball all over the place. I just don't think they do. I've seen too much to tell me that. And to be honest with you, Ty Simpson, great kid. Not going to beat Ty up a lot because at some point, you got to understand what you're watching. Ty hadn't played well, really, since the South Carolina game. Since Tennessee game, really. After the South Carolina game, I remember distinctly, I'm not going to call the fan's name. We got on here and we was all complaining. And he said, why y'all complaining? We won. Let me explain to you really quickly why we complain and wins. And Coach Jance know this. Coach Al, I don't got to tell Brinsky none of this because they already know. Paul T know this. I don't got to tell Paul T. Patriot Life know. I don't have to tell none of these people this. For the fan that don't understand why we complain when we win, it's because when you play South Carolina and you win and you look like that, you're not happy because you understand a team with a better offense would have beat you. When you play LSU and you look like that and you complain, you still mad because you understand a team with a better offense would have beat you. When you play Oklahoma and you lose and you don't understand why you lost, we understand why you lost, because even though their defense is great, they didn't have a great offense and they still beat you. It's like you don't understand that we see when you play better competition, when you toward the end of the season, when you play college football caliber teams, those deficiencies that we've been seeing all season is going to get you beat like this tonight. And just to show you something, I don't make predictions. I don't. But you're going to ask my baby right there. She'll tell you I picked Alabama to lose this game 24-10. I did. I didn't say it online. I didn't tell none of my brothers, nothing. And why do I say that? Because your offense has went backwards. You don't, I don't want to hear that we can't run the ball. No, we don't run the ball. We don't. That's not in our criteria. We are a 7-on-7 non-physical team. Straight up. The defense is absolutely great. If the defense didn't play as well as they did tonight, you're liable to got beat 40-0, right? You should be patting your defense on the back. Your defense is awesome. If it wasn't for the defense, you're liable to got your ass whooped by 40 tonight. Your offense is a 7-on-7 team. You come out, you throw all these different things. Ty don't look at check downs at all. He can't throw the deep ball consistently. He keeps trying to throw the ball over the middle for some reason. They playing two safety high. I don't understand that, right? The ball get intercepted, and we want to act like we shocked, right? We run the same exact offense, these weird intermediate plays that don't accumulate to anything. We don't get the running game. We don't lean on our running back. We are an imbalanced football team. So when you play football teams who are balanced, who can stop you in all these different levels of the game, you get your ass whipped. You're not going to see it against Tennessee. You're not going to see it against South Carolina or LSU. You're going to see it against Georgia. You're going to see it against Ohio State. You're going to see it against teams that can run, pass, do all these different things of the game of football. You're going to see it then. We see it way before you do. We just don't say it online to, we don't want to make nobody. Some of these fans love Alabama way more than they love you back. So at the end of the day, no, this loss don't shock me at all. I picked this to lose, straight up. I'll tell you like this. I didn't even talk about that with the coaches because I know what I see on offense. I know what I watch. You are not a competitive team. As far as the playoffs, man, I don't want to hear about no damn playoffs, dude.
Playoffs?
Playoffs? I don't care nothing about no playoffs, bro. Georgia, look at Georgia, bro. I'm going to use them. Georgia has got better throughout the season. Got better, right? Progressively better. They couldn't rush the passer when we played them first. Look at now. Your offensive line ain't no better today than it was game 2, right? Whose fault is that? You can blame players. You can blame coaches. I'm not going to blame nobody. I'm just telling you what it is, right? Your offensive line ain't no better today than it was in game 2. This is the facts. Georgia, take a team like that. Kirby has made them boys better. Them boys ain't giving a damn about. And I'm going to say this, and I ain't trying to offend nobody, but I'm telling you what it is. You can get mad all you want. I'm telling you the truth. You don't catch Georgia doing none of this ridiculous stuff. You can talk about the DUIs and killing people and all that stuff. When it comes to football, they're not going to be doing none of this outside ridiculousness stuff. They're just not. You can make excuses. You can say this ain't the reason. That ain't the reason. Them boys is focused. They about eating off the floor, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I'm talking about that, then go look it up. Them dudes is about eating off the floor, not eating at the Grey Poupon table, right? Them dudes ain't concerned about shining. They concerned about getting better at football and whipping their opponent's ass. Remind you of another coach we used to have, huh? The bottom line is I've watched that team over there in Athens. I've watched fans talk about, oh, they suck. We're going to do this. You must not be watching your own team. At the end of the day, bro, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm frustrated because everything that me and Coach Al and Brinsky and Coach Jance and Coach Karl and all of us talked about came true. Right? So, no, I don't care nothing about no playoffs, bro. This offense is not going to beat the better competition doing the things that they've been doing for the last 4 or 5 weeks. The blueprint is out on Alabama. The blueprint is out on Ty. You just seen it tonight, what we all already talked about. And I'm going to leave it alone. Go ahead, Coach Al.
I'm going to get these super chats real quick. And D fair, what does it matter? They whooped our ass. What does it matter? They gonna lose in the second round. It don't matter. Who cares? They whooped our ass. It don't really matter. I just want to throw that one out there, bro. I like you, bro, but it don't matter, bro. It really don't. But shout out to Gelato for the $9.99, man. He said I asked you guys about Grub early this year. This dude is overrated. Yeah, it's showing. And we had high hopes for him, man. Somebody was saying something. My fault.
I said there's a reason why the Seahawks fired him, and they fired him for the exact same reasons as we're struggling right now. The offense is too cute. Just like Coach Shawn was saying, the intermediate, like these intermediate passing concepts, not having a dominant offensive line that can have an established run game. It's the same issues that are plaguing this team right now. And he won't get fired. He won't get fired. He won't even get a demotion. That will be our all OC with Nick Sheridan being our co-offensive coordinator the next year because Kalen DeBoer, that's his friends. Those are literally his friends. So we're running it back, people. Let's not get. I'm seeing fire Grubb. It's not happening. We can get that out of our head right up this moment.
And last one, our good brother Trap for
Trapreneur.
the $5 super chat says salute to the guys. I drove to Atlanta for this BS. That was the worst performance I have ever seen. They don't deserve to make it to the playoff. Only disagree with you on one thing. That was the worst you ever seen. I have seen worse. I have seen worse.
We have all seen worse.
But I understand, bro. I understand how you feel right now. That's the only thing I disagree with you. And that's the thing, man, about going to some of these games sometime, man. It's hard. I want to go to the games that anytime I go to them games, I want to win. And so far, every Alabama game I have ever went to, we won, thank God.
Can I ask the chat one question for my brother, Coach Al? Go, Coach Al. I want to ask just one quick question. And this ain't to the people in the chat that play ball. I want to ask the people in the chat that hadn't played football before. Do you think you can be physical, pass protecting the whole damn game?
Put it in the chat. Yes or no?
Do you think you can be a physical football team, dropping back, letting the person whip your ass the whole game, pass protecting the whole game? About 80% of the time. Can you be a physical, hard-nosed, tough offense, pass protecting the whole damn game? That's a question I want to know. And if you give me the right answer, I'll be quiet and let you figure the rest out. I'm gonna be quiet. Thank you, Alex.
Well, there ain't no argument here to lean on that one. I can promise you that. There ain't no argument here on that one.
Yeah, man.
We ain't have too many of those. We lost just one, but it wasn't bad. You just lost against the eventual national championship champion, which was some Florida Gators. But everybody's saying, look at that. It's just nose all the way down the check. A former lineman. Hell no. Everybody know, man. Everybody know these things, man. I'm sorry, Coach Al, man. They keep flooding with super chats, man. They showing love tonight. So I definitely appreciate you guys always. And then the OG gonna speak right after I'm done with these. But shout out to Gelato again, man, for the $4.99. He said, bro, it's 2 and 2 or 3 and 1, and Bama don't even try to run the ball. The offense put too much on top. Too much.
Yeah, that's been all season. I mean,
yeah, that's been all season. Yeah, you ain't lying.
You just didn't play nobody good enough to exploit everything.
Yep.
That's a fact.
I can't even think of countless times that we have talked about this on and off camera.
Georgia ain't no, bruh. Georgia, you know what make them dangerous? Coach Al can tell you that because they know exactly who they are, and they don't change it for nobody. Same thing Michigan did. That team right there could easily win in that national championship game. Yeah,
we made the playoffs. Guess what? It's going to be the same result. Why? Because Oklahoma knows they know their defensive identity. Offensively, they're not a great offense, but they know who they are. They know what type of team they are. And it will be the same content. It will be close because Oklahoma's offense sucks. But the only difference is the defense. They won't allow 20 points. I can guarantee you that they will not allow 20 points when we play that team again in Norman. Will not happen.
And shout out to Gelato for that, man. Definitely appreciate you. And G Bama Boy for the $5 super chat said Ty can't run Grub offense. Grub is limited. Grub offense requires a guy who can later a ball, but Grub deserves some blame. Some. If you ain't running the ball, you deserve more than some. I can promise you that. I like Ryan Grubb. I think he's a good guy. But you got to run that ball down here, man. I'm sorry. You're going to have to run that ball. I have never, and we talked about this the other day, Coach Shawn, Coach Al, Jant. We said that I don't care how passy you get, you're going to have to run that ball. You're not going to win that national championship.
Yeah.
Passing the ball. And then we told people to bring up times that they seen it happen. They named 2019 LSU Tigers. Like they ain't have Edwards Hilaire back there. They tried to name the Florida Gators like they ain't have a future Hall of Fame running back Fred Taylor back there. But hey, Coach Al, go ahead, man. It's been long overdue.
Oh man, I'm enjoying the show. It's like I'm in the chat, but I'm live.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how can I say anything else after Coach Shawn and Jance put it out there like that? You know, we've been chatting the whole game. I will boil it down to this. It looked just like we didn't prepare offensively.
At all, bro.
Okay. And the only reason I say that is because if you go back and look at, if you self-scout, you know that our quarterback struggles with pressure. And you haven't done anything to relieve that pressure. All right. So what's happened is, think about this, it has a cumulative effect. Over those games, he's been sped up. So his normal in this offense, which is kind of like a pro style offense where they leave a lot on the quarterback and do all the checks, it's a progressive read in the pass game.
It's facts.
It's not an RPO offense. So you're putting a lot on the quarterback to process a lot. Now, when you speed the guy up and he's gun shy, then that's going to make his efficiency drop. And every team knows that. And so now you got to get your quarterback in a rhythm so he can get comfortable. Okay. I can't wait to look at the all 22, but just because TV don't show the game like we watch the game, us coaches. I suck at TV. Watch games on TV, it sucks. As a fan, I'm gonna tell you something. When I'm at a game live, I'm on the side. I'm not watching the ball most of the time. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see how I'm setting guys up or how they react to them. If I'm calling the plays, I know where the ball is going. I'm trying to see who I can pick on, who I can scheme on. Okay, that's how you look at the game. TV don't show it that way. When they snap the ball, it goes straight to the quarterback. If they drop him back for a pass, they're gonna show who's catching the ball. You see nothing else. But I'm watching how Georgia's playing defense, right? And all night long, I've been telling guys, look, when I saw how this game was going, Grubb didn't see the game. Ty wasn't seeing the game. Your defense was playing good, and we were backed up. So what you got to do? Take the air out of the game, keep pounding the rock, punt the ball away, and shorten the game because your defense is playing well. They may stop them and give us a short field. So the offensive coordinator, he didn't see the game tonight. The quarterback, let me tell you something. On that last play on 4th and 2, we went for it. Daniel Hill was wide open in the flat.
Didn't even look his way, bro.
He didn't even look his way. I mean, all night long, we need to move the chains, man. Come on, man. Be a check down Charlie and just dump it off. You know what'll happen? Those guys rushing can't get to you. Pretty soon they get frustrated. So they start bringing guys up. They start changing the coverages to take the flat away. Okay, if they do that, they can't take it all away. So all your hooks are there. All that little stuff right over, little spacing routes right over the center is there. They can't guard it all. So Grubb just didn't see the game. And then two, early on that first series, I said, okay, we're gonna run the rock a little bit tonight. Okay.
Started off that way.
So I don't care if you punt it away. You know, your defense is playing good. Look at, I'll tell you what, go look at the stats. Just go look at the stats. Okay, I got it right here. First down, Georgia 16. They got most of those last drive. Alabama 11. Third down efficiency, Georgia 6 for 16. Okay, total yards, Georgia 297, Alabama 209. Passing yards, Georgia 156, Alabama 212. Okay, I mean, it looks like the game was lopsided only because Georgia looked like the more physical team. But look, you threw a pick, you got a block punt. You down 14-0. It's the same blueprint with Oklahoma. You're doing
Mhm.
you turn the ball over, you behind the curve. Now you panic. You go all away from your game plan. And the quarterback ain't doing you no good either. Okay. Another thing too about him. Oh shucks. That's him. Oh shucks. We got to go 1-0. You know, we got to go 1-0, 1-11. You know, man, you can take that stuff and stuff it, man. You faking to be confident. You don't have swag, young man. You're trying to project that persona. I like the guy, okay,
Yeah.
but when you shook and you're trying to project confidence, you're gonna play scared, and everybody know it. The other team know it, okay.
The team definitely knows it. Say that
The other
again.
team know it, and if and if the Nick Sheridan and Grubbs on the sideline, they both need somebody to put their foot square in there. You know what? Because this kid, they running guys in his face. You ain't look, man. Take the freaking check down. Take the check down. Take the check down. Take the freaking check down and move the freaking. Is that's the only thing I really gotta say tonight that we didn't do. It's the low hanging fruit. Give what the defense, take what the defense gives you. Okay. If you do that, it's going to force them to change their tactic. They never had to change anything that they were doing. They never did anything to get them out of anything. And Grubb has been doing that for the last 4 or 5 weeks. Teams get in the defense, they'll force the box, bring a little green dog, some 5-man and 6-man, and Ty started getting deer in the headlights. He won't check it down. Josh Quavers was missed tonight. Big time.
Big time,
His
bro.
security blanket was gone. Okay. Edwards was there a little bit, but he's a freshman. He dropped one right in the middle of his hand, and that was the wrong guy to go to on that critical conversion that Edwards dropped. Daniel Hill was wide open again. So you're gonna tell me, Coach Shawn, I got a guy who we know we got hands. He's 240 pounds. He almost converted one. I don't really think he stepped out. You know, I don't think he stepped out. And that caused us to turn it over on. No, we had to punt the ball away.
Yeah.
But keep going to him. The 240-pound back gonna break tackles for a little cornerback playing a cover 2 flat. He gonna break some of them tackles, man. Or do you think he wants to tackle a 240 pound?
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm just saying little bitty things like that, okay, cost you the playoffs tonight. It literally cost you the playoffs. You don't deserve to be in the playoffs after a display like that, frankly.
Nah.
And at some point in time, I will say this too, guys. At some point in time, there's going to be a precedent set with a 3-loss team going in the playoffs. At some point in time, it's going to happen. At some point in time, it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen this year, but it's going to happen. It's like people were saying a 2-loss team in the playoffs. Taboo. Not going to happen. And guess what? You're going to have a bunch of them in the playoffs this year. That seems more normal. Okay. But I don't have much to say, man, other than the fact that you kind of touched on it, Coach Shawn. We were more prolific last year scoring. You know, we had more chunk plays last year. You know, I would say this too. What Georgia did with their offense, it wasn't like they were killing us. They manufactured offense. They used the quarterback in critical times. He made plays with his feet. Our guy didn't. They changed the launch point. Our OC did not roll the quarterback out. He didn't move him in the pocket, even though it was the same thing we were talking about last year. You got a guy with dynamic wheels, but you never pressured the edge with his dynamic abilities, playmaking abilities on the edge. So I don't understand how Georgia can do that with Gunnar Stockton and we can't. They manufactured QB runs when they needed it. We didn't call it. We called it one time, and Ty made a bad read. He got drilled. Okay, didn't call it no more the rest of the night. Okay, so Grubb, he bet on the quarterback, and the quarterback at this point, he ain't that guy. So what do? I change it up. I take the air out of the game because my defense was balling. And I'm gonna play a field position game and say, okay, this guy can't. Those penalties when we scored a touchdown is the only thing that allowed us to sustain that drive. Okay. So what do you need? You need short field opportunities, just like you gave Georgia, because our defense was playing great too.
That's fact.
You see what I mean? So the Grubb, he didn't see the game, man. He didn't get a feel for the game. And what made that even worse, your quarterback had less of a feel for the game. So that means you got dysfunction on that side of the ball. You know. I could say more about it, but there's nothing else to say. You know, you got beat by a superior team, and you got outcoached by Mike Bobo.
You did.
Okay,
That's a
all right.
fact.
So I mean, get over it. You know, and now I'll tell you something else, Coach Shawn, what I'm glad about. I'm glad signing day was last week.
You
Because
too?
if this
Yep.
game was played before signing day,
Mm-hmm.
man, you might
It
see
gives an
some
appreciation
flips.
for early signing period.
You
Facts,
may see
Jance.
you may see some more flips, man.
No way I send my child as if he play running back to Alabama.
No.
No way.
I'm
You
glad
know,
signature. I'm
What,
glad
what I'm
signature.
sending for? He gonna learn how to pass block. That's what I'm sending for.
Run. I'll say running back and receivers. Like we have evidence of 4 receivers the last couple years that have transferred and have been better and have been better elsewhere.
Go
Look at
somebody go find
Emmanuel
Justice
Henderson.
Haynes.
Look
Where
at
Justice
Emmanuel
Haynes
Henderson.
at?
Emmanuel Henderson lit it up at Kansas.
Kansas, yes,
Where
he did.
Justice Haynes at?
Michigan lighting it
When
up.
we talking about receivers, I mean, K Law at Kentucky of
Yep.
all places had a big time season, man. Okay, so I don't know. It was one of those games. I say, you know, I'm not so much shocked that Alabama lost. I've never picked Alabama against Georgia, and I
man.
was on a Georgia podcast the other night, and a guy that I've been knowing 30 years who hosted the podcast. When I said that, he said that's true because Georgia has, in recent years, they've had a much better roster than us. So why should we beat them? The only reason we beat them because of Nick Saban. Okay, because of Nick. Last year we beat them. I mean, this year, I will tell you this. I think Georgia was still trying to find themselves offensively, and we got out the gate. They were a notoriously slow starting team,
Yeah.
and we had just enough of a lead. The defense played just well enough where they just ran out of time. Okay, that kind of thing. So I'm glad the record is against Georgia what it is, but tonight, you know, I mean, hey, they were overdue, and they did it the way they should have did it when they beat us, and they did what they had to do. They took care of business. I mean, it is what it is, you know.
I do want to say, oh yeah, definitely, Eddie, man. Please hit the like button. It costs $0.00 to support YouTube channel, man. You can feed a child if you hit that like button. You know, like the infomercials that they be sending y'all, man. You hit the like button, man. You put 50 cents towards something. Not really, but just hit the like button. But with EJ, man.
They go to those trees, Rescue.
Say it again.
You'll save a tree if you donate.
Oh yeah, I seen you a tree of Auburn. A piece of Auburn branch. But man, we got EJ
That is
coming in.
lighting up, man. Wow.
We gotta hit the we got superstar running back coming out of high school right now. I'm telling you right now, man, we have to use them. If we're not going to use them, somebody has to go. And I don't know who that person is, but somebody gonna have to go. Everybody that I have high expectations for, like Dejon Lee, are doing exactly what I expect them to do. And I believe we all can see what EJ is and how explosive he is. Definitely shout out to him for his 300 yard down performance yesterday. That was unbelievable. Jesus Christ. Against an undefeated Anderson. That was one of the best performances I've seen in a long time. But we're gonna have to run the ball, man. But Bishop, man, I'm sorry, man. I just had to get that one out, man. I just don't want to see that we had 16 carries for -3 yards at the University of Alabama. That's all I'm gonna say. Bishop, take it away.
Man, I told everybody about the fundamentals this game, and one of mine was the guard and tackle. And sure enough, the Georgia Bulldogs, they just said, "Look, we're gonna play bully ball and see if you can hang with us." Then on top of that, the offense just I don't understand how you go away from your running game. I just don't understand it, knowing that they're a complementary team and more than anything, they're not going to change. They know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
You don't change when you're in the championship. You get more stout in knowing who you are and staying to the course and doing the fundamentals, i.e., kicking game. It's the hidden yardage is where it was lost, because understand, as soon as they got that block punt, from that point on, it was all about momentum, and they kept the momentum, and they definitely put the foot on your neck and wouldn't let it up.
Man,
Yeah.
wouldn't even call the dogs off it. Whatever. Man, Bishop, one thing I said about Georgia, man,
Yeah.
all year is that they are comfortable being uncomfortable. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what
Yeah.
they are, man. I don't care who's coming in and out that locker room, man. It's still Kirby running the show.
That's Kirby, man. It's the culture.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man.
It's the it's the culture of Georgia, bro.
Yep.
Georgia is how Bama used to be, bro.
Correct.
And bro,
Correct.
look, I'm not gonna be the old guy, but I know what it takes to win. I'm gonna leave it right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? This new age Bama, it ain't it, bro. And I'm talking about culture. I'm not talking about coaching. I'm talking about the culture, bro. Culture.
Hey,
all
Coach Shawn.
freedom ain't good freedom, family.
Yeah. Hey, Coach
Let me say
Shawn.
that again so people can understand what I'm saying. All freedom ain't good freedom. If you ain't never been in the locker room, you can't tell me ish. I ain't gonna say the regular word. You can't tell me ish. All freedom ain't good freedom.
Freedom. Yeah.
We can do this,
Facts.
we can do that. It ain't all.
Facts.
That's why when Terry on talking that shit, I don't agree with nothing he said. That's y'all problem. You think somebody trying to tell you what to do when that's not the case.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what works. When you let
Facts.
everybody have freedom, you don't got no togetherness, man, when it come on the football field.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people this all the time. I've had great coaches. I can name them all my life. Cool, nice coaches. I ain't never won nothing with the nice ones. Nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't never won and had all these different things going for me.
That's facts,
Never
man.
won a damn
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
a-hole coaches that I couldn't do nothing. Coaches,
Yep.
I mean, man, can't do nothing, bro.
Yep.
SWAC championship.
Yep.
Man, let me be quiet,
Yep.
bro.
So,
Now spit your fire.
Yep,
you take Bill
All
Belichick.
freedom ain't good freedom, bro. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
You
telling
take
you.
Bill
true.
Belichick.
Please believe it. It's just a straight up truth.
Yeah, he ran a tight ship. Belichick, he's a guy that you don't even want to talk to in an interview, man. You know, he comes across in a hoodie just like I'm wearing, man, all the time, cut off sometimes. You think you want to talk to him in a nice way? He don't want to talk to you. He ain't got nothing for you. He want to win, okay? But I would say this, man, because I'm always going to spin it positively. Our defense is still salty, man.
Defense
boys-
about it.
Boy,
Wow.
I'm telling you, man, they got heart, man. I have a lot of respect from them because they played a ton of snaps. The offense put them in bad position the whole night. Okay. And see, you look at Georgia punter, he's about 6'4", about 240, booming it to the, another thing too, man. Why Cole Adams catching the ball inside the 5-yard line? That's special teams coaching, man. Let the thing hit the ground and go in the end zone, man. Why you catching
We
the
need a
ball?
whole special teams overhaul, brother.
I'm
A whole
saying,
special
I
teams
don't
overhaul.
understand. It's just like Bishop always talk about the basics, man, the fundamental. Man, that's what Kirby doing.
That's a whole fact.
That's all Kirby doing, man. Kirby didn't do nothing fancy tonight. Their offensive game plan was vanilla. They never hit any vertical passes at all. Everything was manufactured. They just applied enough pressure because they knew our quarterback was potato chip. And the guy who put him in the bag was his head coach. He's a potato chip manufacturer. Okay. So our offense is potato chip. It take a little pressure and it just crack. It just
That's a whole fact.
Okay. So to me, that's not SEC football.
No,
That's
bro.
not championship football. But thank goodness the defense don't play offense. But them boys were balling. I gotta say.
And they have gotten better, Coach Al. They have gotten better.
The defense got overlooked tonight because the offense was so horrible. But if you look at the stats, man, I sent y'all a text, man. I sent y'all a text. It was like in the third quarter. Georgia had 13 first downs. 13, a whole 13. Okay. So you telling me that's beating us down with 13 first downs? No, that's because they had short fields and the offense sucked. So it just looks like a terrible imbalance because they played a one-sided team, man. You know, so when you step back from it, this is a reaction show. When you step back from it, if you had to go and look at the tape, you're gonna look at missed opportunity after missed opportunity after missed opportunity, and you got nothing but yourselves to blame for sitting at home, going to the Outback Bowl.
The fact. Let me say this before I get to my brother Jance. I want to hear what he got to say. To the chat, remember this, man. The more you go 3 and out, the more you give your opponent a chance to flip the field on you. You understand what I'm saying? The more you go 3 and that's exactly what Georgia done. We both was punting, right? Right? The more you go 3 and out and they stopping you and you don't get first downs, the more you give them a chance to punt the ball and flip the field on you. Now you starting at the damn 20, the other 20 instead of the 40. So
that was all night. That was all night. That was all night.
What's up, Karl?
Average starting field position, probably maybe the 17-yard line, maybe. And you got a quarterback that can't sustain. You think you're going to sustain drives against that defense, against that pressure, possession after possession? Something's gonna crack. I'm telling you, pressure busts a pipe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes these games just. I know we got on Kane Womack a lot this year, man, and I wish I can give him the credit. Well, I'm not saying I can't give it to him now. I just wish it can be rewarded a different way on the field, man, because those guys, I just remember us being so pissed off about them and how
as we should, though. They weren't playing well.
Yep.
As we should.
Yeah.
And in times
but
like
they
this,
fixed it.
They fixed it.
Yeah. They fixed it. They got better. They stopped giving up those gas runs.
Yeah.
They stopped, man. They was shutting everything down. I mean, come on,
there's
man.
only so many times you can leave a defense out there, man. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Right? Interception.
Speak it.
Like, man, them boys like, okay, we can sit down. We moving the ball. Oh, interception. Oh, we back on the field. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Short field. I'm like, bro, what? We can't ask them. Like, come on, man. We got to help them out. Bevo, please stop. I'm not even gonna go.
Yeah, Bevo, don't start with me. You know what time it is. But hey, Bevo, thank you, Texas, for waking us up. Now we know why we are hard to kill because of you. Appreciate you.
and just to end this whole test argument, Bevo, y'all lost to Ohio State. You only beat Oklahoma. We beat Georgia. That's a better win. And y'all lost to Georgia. Y'all got throttled by Georgia.
In Georgia.
They lost to Florida.
They lost
and got destroyed in Florida. We got beat by Florida State. I understand that, brother. But tell me, how many ranked wins do y'all have on y'all resume?
That's what matter. How many great teams did y'all play? Y'all got Texas A&M. Y'all got Oklahoma, Texas A&M, and who? Who else did you beat that's ranked? Who? I'm looking now. Oklahoma, Texas, because Vanderbilt beat you. Another team that we beat.
You lost to Florida, bro. I just said this. Stop making on. You just lost to Florida.
Don't talk to him. Yeah, let him. Let him flap. Yeah, let him flap.
This is the key one. Beat them when they was on a 33-game home winning streak, which they started back up, and y'all are part of that winning streak right now. So please, like Hush, bro. It's not one thing you need to learn, bro. It's never easy to beat a team twice in one season. Don't believe me? Ask LSU in 2001.
Shit, ask Texas. Ask Texas. Georgia done put foot in y'all's ass every time they didn't play y'all. Please stop.
And then they beat y'all twice in 1 year. By the way,
let's say this too. Georgia beat Texas down, but look at the statistics of the game. Georgia beat us down tonight. Look at the statistics of the game. That's a whole different story. Okay. A loss is a loss. I don't care how you say it, but you can't say that you went into Athens and played them, okay, and beat them. They beat y'all down, okay. And look at the stats. This game tonight, nobody got over 300 yards of total offense. Neither team.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't lose a field position game in a game like this. Whole fact.
Man, I ain't even worried about this. Hey, man, y'all just keep giving out them Lambos. Y'all giving out all that NIL money over there, and y'all producing like that. We probably giving up half of that. So
yeah, right.
Y'all over here crying to the committee, please let us in. You're not getting in. They wouldn't dare put y'all over us to save y'all life. Hush. You trash. You boo-boo. Vince Young ain't walking through that door. Earl Thomas ain't walking through that door. Colt McCoy ain't walking through that door. You guys are scrubs. You couldn't even win the Big 12 until your last year. You're scrubs. Stay in the scrub play, please.
Yeah,
now
Texas
we're going to get that to Bama.
But Texas had been really relevant, man, and since Vince, I mean, let's just talk facts here. I mean, this is an opinion generated show. I mean, we all got our opinion, but the facts are the matter. Texas hasn't won jack squat since dirt was dirty. You know what I mean? I mean, so let's just put it like it is, man. Okay. I mean, you're entitled, Bebo, to your opinion, but we put out the facts. that trumps an opinion any day, right? So let me tell you this way. Let me put it to this way. You can break out the sheet, Brinsky. We got the HR sheet right there.
Oh boy.
Right? So let me say this to you, man. There you go, right there. Okay. Do you know how many teams played in the SEC championship in the last 3 years or won the SEC? Georgia, Alabama, and probably LSU. When was the last time you won a conference like this? Just saying.
They won the Big 12 last year.
The Big 12?
Look,
I'm trying to give a little.
Last time the Big 12? Okay, so TCU of the Big 12 came and Georgia beat them 63-3, I think, in the national championship game.
Bro.
I think something like that. Okay. I think Georgia's third string would have won that game. And that was the Big 12 champion.
He said Texas has a better resume, but yet you didn't play Tennessee, you didn't play Bama, you didn't play LSU, or you didn't play Ole Miss. We played Tennessee, we played LSU, right? Only common opponent we have is Vanderbilt and Oklahoma, right? I think that's the only two in Georgia, right? Who we did beat at the same place that you got your ass whipped. Y'all ain't played nobody, bro. Please, but you got one really good win to me. Texas A&M was clearly overrated. Clearly, I give you that. You won. You beat Texas A&M. Cool, right? You beat Oklahoma. Cool, right? No problem. You didn't play none of the other better teams, bro. You played Georgia. You got your ass whipped for the third time in a row, right? And if you want to look at our close losses, take one of the weak teams on our schedule, South Carolina. Take one of the ones on y'all schedule, Kentucky. South Carolina beat Kentucky 35-13. If you don't get your goof ass out here with that stupid shit, we get back to the Bama. Go ahead. I don't want to hear that. Texas. And don't even let them change the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
And just throwing it right back to where we was at. Our head coach beat y'all that same year that y'all won the Big 12. Whoops.
Yeah, like you ain't played
our current head coach
that.
With Washington, and you had big bad Texas. Now back to Bama.
Yeah.
While you over here, we appreciate the love though.
Appreciate it, though.
But yeah, man, I gotta see. I can promise you, we're gonna see some type of change. I don't know. I'm with Jance. I'm with Jance that it ain't gonna be Coach DeBoer to make that decision. I can understand, man, the loyalty, man. That stuff hard when, especially somebody that's been there with you, even when it was tough times. But sometimes, man, it's either them or your job. Because they're gonna cost you your job if you continue going down that way. It'd be one thing we lost the game. Nobody ain't gonna be mad if you lost the game. And you ain't gonna win them all, man. Coach Saban ain't even win them all. But you just get utterly dominated in this game. It's something totally different, bro. You just cannot do that. And -3 yards at the University of Alabama is unacceptable. I don't care. That is unacceptable. I understand like time, like miscommunication, Ty going backward and all that. I'm not even putting that on Ty. -3 yards should not be up there. And Georgia fans, gonna try to hold on to that for dear life. But they know who still they kryptonite. Hey man, the light shines on the dog ass sometime, man. You gotta win sometime. We can't win them all. But a lot of people just needed this humble pie. I truly believe that they needed this humble pie because they went in there and just saying, "Oh, we beat them this many times. They won one game since 2006 or whatever year." It don't matter, man. None of that. Take them stupid ass stats out the window when you're playing the game. It's nice to say when it's going through the week, but when the game is actually being played, none of that stuff matters. None of it. It's a new game. It's new coaches. It's new players. What we gonna do today? And today they got the bragging rights. Yeah.
Jance, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I want to hear what you got, Jance.
I don't know what else I could say, man. It's. I mean, a lot of you guys kind of already said it already. It's just. I'm at this point. I'm looking at the offseason. I'm looking at what we can do. I'm looking at portal. That's why I was quiet. I'm looking at players that's in the portal right now, because we need linemen. It's clear as all day that these linemen here, they don't fit what we want to do. If we go back to watching Washington's offensive line blocking scheme, it just doesn't fit it. So we need. I'm sorry, we need an offensive line overhaul. I understand that, again, you look at the recruits that we got. There's a reason why we're getting 275-pound offensive linemen. We need an offensive line overhaul. Like I said, I mean, we'll see what happens with the skill position players. But I hate to say it, man, but this team is going to look. I think next year it's going to look drastically different. And I think you do, man. I mean, again, we need a special teams overhaul. We need to find a kicker.
And a punter.
Find a kicker and a punter.
Yeah.
Got to find a kicker, a punter, and a competent returner.
Lottie.
Yep. And we got to have a conversation about quarterback with Ty Simpson. We got to have a conversation with it because you got Keelan Russell waiting in the woodworks. I think Mack is going to go to Oregon State. I think he's going to enter the portal. He's going to go to Oregon State.
Same thing.
Yep. We got to have a conversation because
I like Austin Mack better than Keelan, me personally.
I do too, because Austin Mack.
That's just me though. That's just me though.
He can push the ball down the field. He has
he
the
can.
arm that can push the ball down the field. We don't have a quarterback that can do that.
Tonight.
I was hoping they put it because
I said in our chat, man. You got to change it up, man. Sometimes the pitcher has to be pulled sometimes, man, just so a guy throw the change up on him or the fastball, however it goes. But Ty was not seeing the game. Austin Mack been watching from the sideline and watching what Ty has not been doing. What did he do when he got in the game when they played a few weeks ago? He was hitting the check down. The ball was out of his hands. Okay, it's that simple. I mean, sometimes, man, you can get a quarterback, man. He gets so wrapped up in his own head. Sometimes he's missing the obvious, man. And you got to pull him to the side and sit him for a minute and let him see the game from a different place, man. You say, "Oh, okay, I got it." Now you get back in there and you play the game, man. But like I said,
we didn't do that tonight. We didn't do that tonight with Ty. I feel like, I would have
pulled him.
I would have pulled him. I would have pulled him in the second half. I'm giving you one more series in the third quarter. Yep.
You had nothing to lose, Jance. You had nothing to lose. Yep. You had nothing to lose. And
and that's the difference. That's the difference.
I mean, Nick Saban pulled Jalen and
that's the difference between the great coaches. Yep. Mm-hmm. Blake Barnett, first half against Blake Barnett when he was a starting quarterback, pulled him in the first quarter.
Pulled him. I mean, like I said, this young man, last year, I would say that Coach Shawn touched on it. The guy caught a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
He caught a lot of smoke from everybody. He couldn't do this. He couldn't do that. He this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this guy comes along and nobody gives him any smoke. He's a quarterback at Alabama. He's supposed to be getting the smoke. You know what I mean? He's not getting any from nowhere. Okay. He done played himself into the 7th round. All right. How about that?
Now I disagree with that part. I seen worse, but only time will tell, man. I just think it just, man, like Ryan Grubbs and his system, man. I can understand And I can see the difference with being with Seattle for 1 year and seeing how Seattle. Matter of fact, Jackson Smith and Jibba is the prime example of what you can see right now in the NFL with just 1 year with Ryan Grubbs. It's like night and day.
Shit, that's because they got a running game now. They run the
The
football
running game
now.
never left. They just didn't run it.
They just exactly.
The running, it's the same running base. They just ain't
They
running.
just didn't. Yeah.
Only difference is
I think
the
he's from
quarterback.
Washington, right?
Is he from
Oh,
Washington?
Walker.
No, he's from. He's not.
He played Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Michigan State. Yeah, Michigan State. Right.
Him and Zach Charbonnet. Well, Zach Charbonnet came from
UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA. But yeah, they're just run the football. They changed the run scheme up. They're more of a gap. I mean, they went from a zone scheme to more of a gap power scheme. They just changed the run scheme up, and look what happened.
Man, you saying Matt Jones? Guess who Matt Jones had? Man, he had Steve Sarkisian. You got to look at something. And he had a running game. He had Najee.
He had two first rounders in the backfield with him.
That's what I'm saying.
And a third, Damian Harris.
That's why I'm like, man, you gotta look at all these things, man, that factor in. That's why I'm like, it's more. I'm not even really putting like Ty deserves some of the blame, of course. I'm about to say Ty's the one executing all these plays, but who is coaching him up to do all this stuff?
Yep.
It's like he's trying to do too much at one time. And all I can do is just go off who's the offensive coordinator. We got on this Sheridan about this last year. We thought Ryan Grubb was going to switch up a lot of this stuff. We had high hopes for him. I don't see too much changing this year on third down and short.
It's a whole fact.
So, man, I'm just going. I don't know, man. I really don't know. We was hollering about defensive coordinators all this time, man. Kane, I'm sorry. I just like to apologize, man, because you actually improved over time, and these players are just feeling more and more comfortable.
Me too.
Me too. And then those same guys, those new guys, I will at least give Coach DeBoer this one. All those guys that you brought in that are your guys, that literally your guy that you recruited, those guys are showing out. Those guys are showing out. But we got to do better, man. We got to do better. I just don't know what we're gonna do, man.
For me, man, it's the small stuff, bro. It's the small stuff. Like you run a little small stick route and he throw the ball over your head with no pass rush. It's like toward the end of the game, Ryan Williams ran a little wheel. They brought Ryan Williams on motion. He ran a little out route, tied through the ball behind him. No pressure. Daniel Hill go out in the flats. You throw a dirt ball. Like that ain't scheme right there, bro. That has nothing to do with the scheme. That is strictly on the individual, bro. You know, they playing two safety high. Look like Isaiah ran a dig, and you throw the ball straight across the middle behind him and get interception. Like that ain't scheme either. That is strictly on the individual up under center. Now they gave Jalen Milroe all that stuff when he played bad, and I was right there with him. You know, I don't mind talking about their play, but that's why I keep it. But I heard people going personal on Milroe. You know, like it was some horrible things said about that. You know, well, this kid hadn't looked well in 5 games. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And every team is starting to do the same. See, that's the thing about Division I football, man. Really, any football, really, even youth league. You know what I mean? Yeah. Once you see a team play enough, right, and you watch them enough, you understand what they do. That it's a key word we use in football. And Bishop can tell you, Coach Al, Brinsky, Coach J. It's a word called tendencies. That's a big word in our trade. Tendencies, right? Breaking tendencies, right? And this offense, bro, I just have yet to see a physical downhill offense in the pass game, right? We talk about it all the time. Watching us play, to me, is like watching 7-on-7. And to show you that we're right about that, I swear, Coach, that's like watching 7-on-7. You might as well just take away the offensive line. Just take the offensive line away. Let's just run 7-on-7. At least then I'll understand it, why you throw it so much. I'll get it then. Bro, to show you that I know it's something schematically going on, because after the committee came out and talked about our running game, wasn't this. We got against Eastern Illinois and ran the ball 30 some times or whatever the hell it was, right? To send a message. We done that against that team. We go right back against Division I team and barely even run. I don't even say we can't run it no more. We just don't, man. We just don't. These people,
Shawn, we ran the ball against Auburn.
Yeah, well, we did until we did.
We gained. I mean, for us to gain.
But you see how uncomfortable they look, though, Coach Al.
Man.
I guess when I say run the ball, I'm talking about consistently running the football. It's almost like we get
he went away from it in the second half when Jan Miller had 89 yards in the first half. They had 100 yards in the first half.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Right.
And then you go away from it. Yeah, it's almost like we get uncomfortable running the football or something. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, bro.
Yeah, it's a mentality, Coach. You know, you gotta want to mash somebody's face in and run the ball. Yeah. That ain't your mentality. Yeah. If you want to throw it over their head all night, you know, just because you get sophisticated, then okay, that's 7-on-7.
Mike Leach threw the ball all over the field in the Pac-12 when he was at Washington State. Scored 50 points a game, right? I mean, sometimes these guys had 7 rushing attempts, 50-something pass attempts, and was beating people to sleep. Mm-hmm. He came to the SEC at Mississippi State. That worked for about 4 games, right? The defensive schematics that you're going to be going against in this conference is different. The players on the edges is different. The players at these corners are different. These D coordinators and the pressures that you're going to be facing is different. So I'm not asking you to go out there and turn the Navy on me. I ain't going flex bone, Coach Al. I ain't going triple option. I'm just saying, can you just Kirby played y'all because he was not concerned about y'all throwing it deep. He was not, and he played you to stop whatever you had in the front 7. That was the most vanilla defensive schematic I've seen Kirby do. We're gonna bring pressure every once in a while. A couple of green dogs here and there, bring a couple of exotic blitzes and twists every once in a while. Other than that, we just play base. We'll play single high safety at some point. We'll play two safety high at some point. We're not worried about y'all on offense. He wasn't worried at all. He didn't lose no sleep on Alabama's offense. That's the truth.
Coach Shawn, because I want to hit these other 2 comments too. But, what you were saying, man, if we think about it, man, because I know James pointed it out too. I think he said in the last 6 quarters we only scored 7 points. But after that first half in Georgia, in Athens, Kirby's seen what he's seen. That's why I say he's the best. Him and Brent Venables, they are the best. Yeah. Look how he adjusted, man. Look how he adjusted. He was not even worried, like you were saying. They're like, oh, we good.
Hey, let me say something.
Drunk a cup of damn coffee. He wasn't worried.
Yeah. Let me say something. Now, Piano Man, and y'all know, anybody that's been in that chat, what did I say? There's enough film on everybody that the fundamentals is what's going to win you these games, and being true to who you are as a character of your team. Mm-hmm. Georgia knew exactly who they were, and all year long they have represented that. And for the first time, we're starting to see that. Understand, when we're talking about, at times they like, you're a little hard, Bishop, because the film, the eye in the sky don't lie. And every team by now has enough film on you to devise a system. And then if you don't break tendencies, they now have your tendency. So then they know how to sync up with you and make you look like you're pedestrian.
Yeah.
It's facts, man.
That's a whole fact right there. One thing about the Boers offense and what Grubb calls, you don't see a lot of layered routes, you know what I mean, as far as levels and everything. Yeah. And so what a lot of defenses and what Brett Venables is doing, they'll play that guy who's robbing underneath, and all he's doing is they'll play coverage on the outside, and what they'll do, they'll put a guy and rob in the middle to keep that dig, because they know you like to throw that dig. So you don't have nothing to grab that guy and take him away and then run another layer behind him, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Something like that, man.
No high-lows, nothing.
That's where you can throw the ball, man.
Yeah.
If you want to go to passing game, that's going to be your bread and butter. You got to get a little bit more sophisticated, man.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
And y'all miss Cuevas. Y'all miss Cuevas bad.
Good time. Yep. Said that earlier, Bishop.
Let me get this one because I ain't stroll down this chat in a minute. But I just want to hit on these 2 points real quick. Man said Ryan can go too. Okay. You want to let time? You know what? I can tell you the same thing. The same thing Auburn fans said, oh, Cam Coleman can go too. Be stupid enough to let talent like that walk out the room if you want to and watch them go shine on your ass somewhere else. And then this right here, you talking about you calling them Butterfingers. Just want to throw this out there. Yes, he needs to catch the ball. Yes, he needs to do these things. But guess what? You know who else used to have Butterfingers at the University of Alabama? 2 straight years, led the team in it. The foundational player, Julio Jones. Don't believe me? Go look at the stats. And I'll leave it at that. And they threw him the ball next. Let talent walk out. I bet you weren't saying that about Julio when he was dropping passes. Go look at his sophomore year and tell me what you think.
You know something, Brinsky, about Ryan tonight. For the first time in several games, he looked like he was playing fast tonight. His body language was just different, man. You know, I don't know, Bishop, you know what I'm talking about, man. The guy was a live body, but they never would keep going back to him. The ball was hot tonight.
Sometimes he wouldn't even look his way.
I'm gonna tell you what, for the last few weeks, he hadn't looked this way. But tonight, man, every time that dude, when he touched the ball, man, in space, man, he make people miss, man. Mm-hmm. And to me, you want to scheme that dude up, man, and get him
That's
the
what
ball.
I'm saying.
I mean,
exactly. Like Miami does for the other little dude.
Man, I mean,
Miami get him the ball behind the line of scrimmage a lot.
That's what Bobo did with Zachariah. That's what he did with Zachariah. He's a playmaker. Get the ball in his hands, man. You know, he tried to force the ball to Isaiah and Lottie early in the game. He ignored Bernard and Ryan. And those are the guys that are your playmakers, man. If Cuevas is a safety blanket. He's a check down guy. He's gone. Okay. So now who's your safety net? Daniel Hill got hands, but you wouldn't throw it to him. I mean,
we tried to throw to 81, and 81 just that was the security blanket.
He's a freshman. He's gonna do freshman stuff, okay, in big games, you know. So I mean, anyway, you lost. You lost.
I even say this, bro. The games, yes, we beat Georgia early, but if you ever played this game, you know the games in November is the one that you remember. The late games in the late season is what makes champions, man. You know, everybody lose in the beginning because a lot of teams don't know who they are yet. You are who you are in November, bro. There is no lying, right? I don't give a damn we go to playoffs or not. I'll say it. That's just me, though. I don't care about this team going to playoffs. And that's not take away from the fandom.
You know what the result's going to be. You know what's coming.
Facts.
Yeah.
Everybody in the playoffs can play, can extenuate your weaknesses.
Chris, go ahead.
I will say this though, of the teams that are in the hunt, that are in the discussion, the team that I like, the 2 teams that I like least, and this is what the discussion is going to be around, are Miami and Bama. And Carson Beck ain't that dude. Carson Beck's going to throw interceptions. Okay? All right. So when you look at that, all right, those are the 2 teams that I think if anybody knocked Bama out, it's going to be Miami. Okay. I think Notre Dame's in.
Yeah.
Okay. Only because the fact that the way they play football, they are a physical team in the box. They establish
translates in November. Facts.
They do. That's right. You know. And so, but Miami they don't strike you as a physical team because Carson Beck, he's potato chip too. You put a little pressure in his face, he gonna throw picks. He's still that same guy, but he got a little time. He gonna spin it. He gonna do that kind of thing. He's gonna put a little pressure on Beck. He's gonna turn it over too. So it's gonna come down to: do you want a 3-loss Alabama team, or do you want a 2-loss Miami team? Nobody else is in discussion for that 12th spot.
Man, I put Miami in only because they defense.
I'm just saying that's the discussion. That's the discussion.
If we being honest, man, I don't believe we even end up. Miami's not even in there because I think already broke down the teams that's
So
already
you're
going to be in there.
you're gonna put Virginia, and I mean you're gonna
They're going to because they're a conference. They ain't changed up the rule.
So Miami's the other. Miami didn't even make it to the conference championship, and they had their strength of schedule. So when you look at all of that stuff, that's what they're going. The only thing that you're looking at is the what Bama put on tape tonight. That leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Bad taste.
Okay? It leaves a bad taste. But if you step away from it tonight, we just watched the game. But if you step away from it and you looked how Bama's defense played, you look at the statistics. Georgia didn't drive 80 yards on Bama tonight. Georgia didn't drive 70 yards on Bama tonight.
Yeah, we kept giving them short fields.
You kept giving them short fields. So you have to look at that. They're gonna weigh all of that. I don't think we're in, but I don't think Miami's that hellified either. Where they should be head and shoulders above us because they flawed too, just as flawed. Okay? Yeah. So I think if we played them head to head, we probably beat them. Frankly,
I'm just not putting us in there at all, man. Just based on the teams, like if you really think about it, 3 teams from the Big Ten is automatic. I don't even know why they even playing the Big Ten. They just playing for the Big Ten championship tonight. But Indiana, Ohio State are in, Oregon. That's 3 right there. Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Oklahoma,
Georgia.
That's 4. That's
7 right there.
7 right there.
Yeah.
You got to add Texas Tech. You got to add a G5 team. So
you got to add 2 of them. You got to add Tulane and was it James Madison? No.
I thought it was just 1.
I think it's the highest ranked group of 5. It's the highest ranked group of 5.
James Madison, right?
It's 1 unless Duke. If Duke beats Virginia tonight, then it's gonna be 2.
It'd be 2. Yes, that's what I was saying. Yeah, if Duke fuck around and lose, Tulane and James Madison gonna go.
Yeah, and then you got to add Notre Dame in there. That's 10 spots already gone right there. And I know I'm forgetting somebody. It's only going
back. But taking it back like this, to me, this is what's screwed up about the whole thing. All these automatic bids. Yeah, you want the top 12 teams in the whole thing.
But hey, Coach Al, don't you do that? Don't you do that, Coach Al? It's the top 12 most deserving. It's the most deserving.
That's deserving crap. Man, don't get me started. Look at me, man. James Madison and Tulane.
James Madison, Tulane. I watched Ole Miss beat Tulane 45-10, bro. 45-10. James Madison, Tulane ain't better than Bama in Texas. That's just straight up the truth.
Miami, So to me, this is all.
Yeah. Because Heather Dinich already said Tulane's in, and then what's his name? That team that won today.
James Madison.
James Madison's in.
Yeah.
Travesty. What a travesty, man.
That's your top 12.
I don't even know why G5 teams shouldn't even be in the playoff. They want this Cinderella story. This ain't college basketball, man. This is college football.
That's what they're trying to do.
They win
Exactly what they're trying to do.
Like, let's just go back. Let's just let's rewind. Let's go all the way back when Oklahoma played Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl. Yeah, you may get that 1 win. But if you go against what year was that, Bishop? So I can think of who was in the national championship that game.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Those Boise State teams with Kellen Moore when they dogged Georgia,
they were unreal.
But what would have happened the next week? They had to play Texas.
I can't remember.
Florida. Next week they got to play LSU. We got they got to play Bama. We got to play Georgia,
Ohio State, Florida. All them teams.
Boise State. Those Chris Peterson teams. Those were anomalies because those were top 10 teams. They were just playing in a lower, him and Gary Patterson with TCU. Those are anomalies. That's not happening anymore. That's done with. The Doug Martins and the Van Der Esch's and DeMarcus Lawrence's. That's gone. Jerry Hughes and who else? Jerry Hughes and because TCU the next year after when they beat Boise, they made it to the Big 12 and they won 14 games. That was the year they got screwed.
Let me ask you this, Jance. Like Bal said, 250 Heat, Bama get in.
And I'll say get the money.
Okay, is it the, like Coach I was just speaking on? Is it the top 12 best team? This is not the top 12 best team.
No, it's the top
12 most deserving, right? By their definition, right?
The hell is that?
It's the field trip playoff. That's what it is. You all you got to do is sign a permission slip. That's what you got to do, man. That's the way to get in, man.
Hey
It's
man,
good
you
behavior.
need to copyright that statement.
Facts.
You need to put a copyright on that.
You gotta
That's
be on your
all
best
fact.
behavior, man. Whoever gets the red card, they ain't going in. And that's just how it
Oh.
is.
That's
Bell,
facts.
Bell, you my guy, 100 grand. I'm telling you, if anybody take you up on that bet, you're gonna lose that money, brother. I'm telling you before they kick off Sunday NFL football. Don't believe it. Don't believe me? I promise you. I want somebody to make this bet with this man. Please make this bet because you know how easy this money is? It's almost like a free space. It's almost like a free space in bingo. That's how easy this bet is. I do not see it. I didn't even see it when we
Hey.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, man, please don't bet nobody. You're gonna lose your money. And the first thing in time we don't get in, I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna be shocked if they even mention us in there. If we anywhere near that, you're gonna, oh my, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, because what I was gonna say is I get what he's saying, and I get you standing 10 tones down, but the bottom line is the actual way that unfortunately Bama lost tonight. That's the last thing the committee's gonna see.
Facts, man. And you get
Come
beat
on,
like
man.
that, bro. If we don't get in, I'm not gonna be mad. You had your chance and you pooped it, man. No.
It's 2 years in a row you had your chance. You know, you went to bed. You know, and it's and not to mention on top of that, there's enough Bama hate to go around anyway.
That's a whole fact, man.
Okay, but look, I'm gonna say this. I gotta bounce, fellas. I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm gonna close it out anyway.
Yeah.
Totally appreciate you guys, man. Love hanging out with everybody in the chat, man.
Absolutely.
One thing to tell you like this, like Coach Shawn said, this is not emotion that's coming out of us so much. It's the fact. Yeah. It's the way we see it. As Coach Shawn like to say, it's just my humble opinion.
That's it.
This is an opinionated show. Okay. But a lot of us been around the game a long time, man. And we just call it like we see it. We talk about the good, we talk about the bad, we talk about the game. Okay. And I hope that we're bringing something to you and not just your fanned out feelings. We're just trying to break it down unadulterated, just breaking it down. It's nothing personal here, man. Listen, I'll tell you what, if you've ever been around a game and you get in the film room, you're going to get sandpaper.
That's a fact.
And if you don't like it, then go and curl your tail up between your legs and go be the water boy. Okay.
That's facts.
All right. You go be that dude. Okay.
In front of everybody. Tell them,
Coach. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you what, you're gonna get cussed out up and down.
In front of everybody.
I can't say it I can't say it right now. What will happen, but if you're gonna play this game long enough, I'll tell you, I'm gonna go down this road because I gotta go. Y'all know me. I'm the kind of dude I am. But if you're gonna be the quarterback at the University of Alabama, you're gonna have to take it all, man.
Good and the bad.
You're gonna have to take the good and the bad.
That's right.
You can't all shucks your way out of it. We're gonna be 1-0. You're gonna be remembered for what, November. That's right. Then you gotta bag all of that up.
That's a fact.
I just want to get these on the way out, man, real quick. Everybody's like, why? I don't want to bet on my team not to be out of it. If you're telling me to bet on Auburn, like I don't know how stupid y'all got to sound talking about saying bet me. Why would I want my team to be out? Peace out, Coach Al.
Thank you, Coach Al.
Why would I want my team to be out? Oh, bet Alabama gonna be out, and then pray to God they be out. That is just stupid for one thing. And I can be wrong all I want, but I promise you, all this stuff is saved on the computer.
Better believe it.
I just want you to come back and say, I was wrong. And then the one thing, and the one comment before we get up out of here, man. Link, you my guy. You said Vegas thinks Bama will be in. You guys are wrong. Guess Vegas? What, Link?
Talk to him, Bishop.
Vegas had not Lane Kiffin, but Nick Saban as their number one pick to take the job at LSU. Who took the job?
They also had us losing by one. By one.
All right. Keep listening to Vegas all you want. Keep anybody with eyes, anybody with common sense could have told you that man wasn't gonna take that job. Now, if you wanted to bet on that, boy, I would have bet the house. And I would want you to bet the same thing so I can make sure I can help you move out. Because, like, come on, man.
Facts,
Yeah,
all
right. That's
Respectfully.
cool. I'll come back on here and say I was wrong. Matter of fact, if we get in, expect the show tomorrow. Expect the show right after they made the selection. I'll say I'm wrong. I will say I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. So I can say I was wrong. Put your money on Vegas. We in there. We in there. I want to say that. But hey, thank you. Vegas was way off. But hey, you say Bama in the playoffs, I just want y'all to give me the courtesy to just come back and just say I was wrong. And all I'm gonna say is, I know. And I did. I want you to do the same thing to me. I can take it.
Facts.
But we're gonna get up out of here, man. Appreciate everybody for coming on in here, man. One a good way that I wanted to end the season. But hey, man, it is what it is. Time to make some changes. It is what it is. Big Bama's what's it? Alabama gonna be in Tuscaloosa. All right. That's exactly where they're gonna be at. But I'm gonna let the guys shout out their channels and we're gonna get up out of here.
Yo, this Hall of Fame and Coach Ricks. You can catch us, and also with Piano Man. Bottom line is we do WREs and break down film. I'm constant breaking down film. And so, hey, anytime, you're more than welcome. Come get a bowl of gumbo. Pull up.
Appreciate you, Bishop.
So you can find me at Jance Sports on YouTube. You want to find rants? You will not. I'm telling you right now, you will not find a rant this week. You won't. You'll see a more calmer version of me. Because I can't do it, man. Tired of stressing myself out. Can't do it. Blood pressure getting risen. It is cold here too, so blood pressure with the cold is it's not a good combination, man. It's not a good combination. That's how you get sent to the ER. I had this team going 9-3 originally. I had them losing to Auburn. I had them losing to Vanderbilt and Florida State for kind of the same reasons why. I just had a feeling that, only except that I thought the opposite was going to happen. I thought the defense was going to struggle, and we were going to find a way offensively to become a lot better. But I was wrong. I was wrong on that. But we won 10 games, and despite my disappointment, despite the fact that I now feel a little bit lower on this coaching staff, not Kane Womack, shockingly enough, it's actually our offensive side because we have a Nick Sheridan guy who will not get fired because Kalen DeBoer treats him. Kalen DeBoer, that's one of his best friends. They grew up together, literally. Um, Ryan Grubb is a coach that Kalen DeBoer's been with him for almost 2 decades. Um, he's not gonna go. So I'm not having any expectations on part of our offensive coaching staff besides coaches that were with Saban. Those are the people who are going to be gone, like our D line coach who should not even be here in the first place. But it is what it is, guys. We just gotta. I don't know. We just gotta hope that we can figure this thing out. Transfer portal is going to be here in January 1st. We got to dominate. We got to get linemen, guys. We got to get offensive linemen. Like I said, we had a great class, but I don't care about the receivers. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really care about the skill position guys. We need linemen. We need offensive linemen. We can't go into year 5, not just with DeBoer, but this is what was Saban too. This started with Saban, where our offensive line really started to go downhill. Couldn't really run the football as much. Our yards per carry started to go down. The quality of backs that we've gotten either weren't really utilized right, or they just weren't really the answer. We got to figure out how to have a run game. You cannot win this conference by throwing the ball. It has not happened. Plenty of teams have tried it. Arkansas tried it with Bobby Petrino, didn't work. Mike Veach came in, did not work with Mississippi State. You're not going to come in this conference. Billy Napier tried with Florida, didn't work. Dan Mullen for years, and he had good teams.
Yep.
But you cannot throw the football and not have a consistent running game and expect for you to win this conference. You can't. You got to be physical. You got to be physical up front on both sides of the ball, and we have not displayed that, at least on the offensive side of the ball. So we have got to figure out how we can generate some sort of offensive line, get some sort of continuity going. If we got to get 3 or 4 transfers like Kurt Cinetti, former Saban disciple, by the way, figured out in his first year with Indiana, then so be it. We got to just go to the portal. If we feel like the players can't get it done, then guess what? They need to get out of here. Caden Proctor, I'm sorry, bro. You may have to go, bro. And I like Caden Proctor to death, but listen, Caden Proctor, how many years do we have to talk about where he just gets the kickoff is slow, hand usage is always off, run game is okay, but either you kick him in the guard or you get another tackle. Can't keep having the same issues. Formby's the same situation. I think Formby's better at guard, but we can't keep having the situation where we're 1 week we're rotating Formby, the next week it's something else different. I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. So it starts with the offensive line. Then we got to find out who's the right quarterback to command this thing. And I think that we will become a much, much better offense. I think on paper, I think really the question would be, can we do it with the scheme? Because clearly we're not going to be a running football team. Clearly this is the type of offense we knew that this is going to happen. Can we win with it? I have no idea, but I don't know, guys. It's a good season overall. We won 10 games. We made it to the SEC championship game. It's out of our hands. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It could be Miami. It could be us. Regardless of what happens, I don't think that this is a national championship team. And we'll just find out what happens tomorrow morning. So that's all for me, man. Jance Sports on YouTube.
All facts, man. Jan said it best. You know what I mean? First of all, thanks to Brinsky for letting us come on. So good to see my brother Jance and Coach Al and Bishop. So good to see these guys. For me, man, in closing, it was a good season. I ain't gonna say great. It was a good season. I think I picked us to go 9-3 as well, or 10-2, 9-3, somewhere along in there. That stretch of games we all talked about back in the offseason was going to be the kicker. I can tell you this really quickly. Coach DeBoer is feeling the pressure of the Southeastern Conference. Some people, Coach Saban could hide it very well. He always had a little scowl on his face, so you couldn't really tell. But Coach DeBoer, that man be looking stressed because, he be looking stressed on the sideline, right? That's the Southeastern Conference. Kirby talked about it. This conference is not for everybody. Caleb, if you cannot believe a player who played in this conference and the Big Ten, then you just should go argue with your mama. Like, for real. Like, Caleb Downs talked about it. Caleb Downs has played in Alabama. Caleb Downs has played at Ohio State, premier universities. He said it. In the SEC, bro, every week, you got to get your mind, your body right. That conference is different. In the Big Ten, you might have 4, maybe 5, 3, 4, 5, whatever you said, games that you really got to bear down. If that don't tell you all you want to know, right? Nobody cares about the bowl season no more unless it's playoffs, man. He said Big Ten won most of the games. That flip-flops every year, depending on what conference have the most people set out, right? So the boy told you which conference. He told you the difference in the two conferences. He told you. So when you coach in this conference, when you play ball in this conference, it's different. This is not Washington State and UCLA and all those
Fresno
teams.
State.
Fresno, all this is not that. This is not throw it up. Just like Jan said, Jance just hit the nail on the head. We've seen these coaches with these philosophies from out there come in this conference, and it don't work. I think the Coach DeBoer is learning that as he goes along. I think he's learning a hard lesson. You got to adapt to the physicality of this team, of this conference. As far as the college football playoffs, I'm just speaking for me. I don't want to see Alabama in no playoffs, bro. You know, the fan in me would love for the team to go, right? I'm still a fan of the team, so I would love to see the team go as far as my fan perspective. But the football acumen, I don't want to see this team in no playoffs, bro, because the offense is bad. This offense is bad. We're gonna have to travel up north. What you gonna do? Go up to Ohio State and throw the ball 30 times, go up to Oklahoma and throw the ball with 20 degrees and throw the ball 35 times and get Ty killed. No, I don't want to see this team in no playoffs, man. I don't want to see this team in the playoffs. That's just me. Right, Anthony? That's just me. I don't want to see this team go on the road to Oregon or go on the road to Oklahoma or go on the road to Ohio State and have to throw the ball 30 damn times because we too whatever to run the football. Right? Running the football is what gets you wins in this part of the season, especially going on the road. Go ask Ohio State and Texas. So I don't want to see this team in no playoffs, bro. I've seen this offense skate by South Carolina, who if they had an offense would have beat you. I've seen you skate by LSU, who if they had an offense would have beat you. I've seen you skate by Auburn, who if they had an offense, they would have beat you. Nah, bro. I don't want to see this team in no damn playoffs because most, not all, but most of those teams can extenuate and exploit you, expose you on the offensive side of the football, just like Georgia did tonight. You didn't just lose to Georgia tonight. I get what the stats say. I get it, but you didn't just lose, right? People that don't know football, they're going to look at the scoreboard. You got your ass whipped tonight. You got your face kicked in. Everybody said, no, you shouldn't go to the college football. Yes, you should go to the college football playoff if you just lose, right? Just lose a close game. Well, you didn't lose no close game. You got your ass whipped in front of about 6.5 million people. And it's probably going to come out to be more than that. So, no, I don't want to see this team in no playoffs, man. And that's just me as the coach. The fan, you're going to always want to see your teams, right? I don't want to see us go get embarrassed. No, our offense is not good right now, fellas. It's not. These coaches will not run the football. They have something against running the football. I don't know what it is, but these coaches just don't run the football. 3rd and 2. Daniel Hill been killing them, right? 3rd and 2. We run some kind of X end around, running orbit motion with Latier Brooks and get his ass smashed, right? Why would you not run the football right there? You getting 3 and 4 yards, right? No, I don't want to see this team run the football. I don't want to see this team in no playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. Doesn't make it right or wrong, but you can find me at JMHO Sports Talk. What's up, Kyle? What's going on with you, bro? Facts. Kyle is right. Kyle is right, man. These dudes want to go out and play 7-on-7 and throw the ball all around the yard. That's cool in September playing Tennessee and Wake Forest and Stanford and whoever. It ain't cool in November against Georgia.
What did it get them against Michigan when they actually played a team that had physicality?
It got you embarrassed, whipped, beat up, right? For the whole world to see. Nah, brother. I don't want to see that again. Our offense is not a championship caliber offense. It's just not. Our defense damn sure is. We are not playing championship football on the offensive end. That's just what it is, right? How many weeks do y'all got to see this for you tell the truth? So JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube.
And you already know, man. I'm Brinsky Shaw, but Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Regardless of what happens tomorrow, which I pretty much already have on my mind already. But hey, I could be wrong. You guys in the chat usually always right, according to y'all. But tomorrow, regardless, we'll have a show talking about the selection. With the committee selected. So right after they make the selection, we will have a show, and whoever can jump on, we'll talk about it or whatnot, and we're gonna see who was right. I want to be wrong, but I don't feel like I'm wrong in this instance. I want to. I didn't want to put that on the record. I want to, but I don't feel like I am.
And shout out to Lynn. Shout out to our brother
shout.
Lynn, who always, everyone in his comments be spot on, bro. Shout out to Lynn.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely shout out to Lynn, man. So we're gonna see about that, Lynn. I have no idea. I don't even have answers to a lot of these questions, man. when it comes to who should go, who will go, and all that. Only thing I know, y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, please, before on your way out. So I'm gonna create a link tonight. Whoever so everybody know about it. Tell a friend and tell a friend. When they make the selection, we're gonna jump on here, whoever can. We're gonna talk about who in there and what to be prepared for these college football games. So be on the lookout for all that. Thank you to everybody that sent super chats tonight. Thank you. Definitely appreciate that. Always, that was said, that never goes unnoticed, and very, very grateful that y'all will even send that. But yeah, man, we'll catch you on the next one, and I guess y'all hold it down, man. I don't know, man. We just gonna catch the rest of these games and all that. But see y'all on the next one. Peace. And F all.